We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed their running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
The Buffaloes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. And the Buffaloes are in the hurry-up.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
And the Buffaloes are rolling down the field. Rides the back on the option to give. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to it. Inside the 15, headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Houston's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in the...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Lost to fire on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Proctor. Snowed under by the defense. The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Working that left side now. There he goes. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Working that wide receiver screen.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen and pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier.
Wants to throw it. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. The extra point here would tie the game.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. They'll run it from the gun. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. The Buffaloes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to pass. It's De La Rosa. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Takes him in stride inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. The pop pass gets popped behind the line for a loss. The line of scrimmage, the 2, and these final 2 yards might be the toughest here on 3rd down. Quick pass on the jet motion. Trying to get it in. Touchdown, Bucs! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
Took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. A strike downfield. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. And the Cougars want to pick up the tempo.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. They want to get this defense on its heels.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cougars really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Proctor. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So first down here as they go back to work. To the air on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock it down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Cougars didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Going to the running game. He breaks a tackle. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Rushes on him. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Into the end zone. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Leaves it with the back. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. The give to the tailback. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. And the Buffaloes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Dropping back, it's De La Rosa. It's complete on the right side. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. This offense looking at a 3rd down after that last completion. Breaks into the open. Smashes in with the stiff arm. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Grab behind the line. It's short. He's pushed out of bounds at the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Give to the running back. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? The Buffaloes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He's got it on the run. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
And guys, how many first downs is that just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the 3rd quarter.
And the Buffaloes line it up with a 1st and goal. Under fire. Touchdown, Colorado. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Houston offense. To go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down. And the Cougars moving quickly to the line. Quarterback will keep it. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
He's got great speed. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Stealing a score on special teams. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. UConn has the lead right now. Husky hysteria has been palpable all week across the state, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by a field goal over Nevada. Developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Hold it, finds his man on the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a struggle out the gates.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
With the catch, it's Proctor. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Got it set up on the outside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Got his man. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Houston wants to play fast. He's looking to throw on third and short. Got his man. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Makes the catch. It's Sands. Got some room, entered to the goal line. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Houston. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Looking downfield, it's De La Rosa. Got it in the middle, it's Kingsbury. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Out of the backfield, he's open. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Might be changing the route. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bucs! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sideline. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Well, that was just like trying to run through a traffic jam. No place for the big fella to go.
Yeah, that's the whole key, Reese. You can't let the big fella get some steam. So you got to stop him in his tracks right away. The only way you do that is with penetration up front.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far today in Boulder, and welcome in to the halftime update. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas at Folsom Field.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Just about set to get this second half underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Back open in the middle. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Houston going up-tempo.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The run to the left. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On third and long, try to convert through the air. He's got him. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Going for the big play. Snags it inside the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Houston.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And here's the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They'll try the run. Turning it on! And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field. Quarterback
adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield, it's De La Rosa. That's caught. It's short. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He caught it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. The Buffaloes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. On the option. Touchdown, Colorado! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Houston wants to play fast.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage going.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the catch, and it'll be third down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown run.
Lining up for the PAT. Smashes it through for the PAT. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. UConn has the lead right now. Husky hysteria has been palpable all week across the state, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by a field goal over Nevada.
To the air, it's De La Rosa.
We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man down the middle. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. And the Buffaloes with the 1st and 10. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. Wants to throw again. Makes the grab on the left. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Buffaloes line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
You want to end a play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield and making something happen.
Wide receiver comes in motion. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the gun, the ground game. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Then they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the big fella. They bring him down. He's got a 1st down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Got it. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Right back to it. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Wow, 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 1st downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Lets it fly. Touchdown Cougars. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get... There he goes! What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying offense getting set for first down. Looking to throw, it's De La Rosa. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. Going to swing it on 2nd down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Buffaloes will send out the punt unit. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Cougars will hustle to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cougars come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Remember, they took the last punt back for a touchdown. Pulls it in at the 25. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They'll go to the ground. And he has a solid game before the defense bottles him up.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
On 1st and 10 from the 38. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
That's reeled in. It's short. Oh, he's getting a haste. Touchdown, Buffaloes! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live for the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Working the middle, it's complete. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Offense in the hurry-up.
A good start by this offense. Something positive on the first play. The drive is good. Listen, the hill is large, right? Like this, we need 2 scores. We got to have 2 touchdowns.
Breaks into the open. Smashes through the tackle. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougar!
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, That guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Quickly to the tight end. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late will be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Makes the catch. It's short. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly.
Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown, Bucs. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass, using the quick game. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game. And the Cougars want to crank the tempo.
And the offense showing off this short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Looking to throw again. Makes the grab. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for second down. Looking to fire. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish. Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you've got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O? Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, probably getting blitzed. It's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the wild
wildcat formation here. They'll send the back in motion. Snap to the back. And this wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
Yeah, and not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead late in the fourth quarter, inside of a minute. I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
A little screen to the running back. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score.
When I'm in a tight game and it's a one-possession game, I do not want to put my defense on the field. You could tell the offense didn't. Great job executing the third down, getting the first down, and now we're just going to play the tick, tick, tick game.
And the wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. So they come to the line, and the wildcat's going to give him a different look. Back has it. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the wildcat. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a